Hi everyone, here is a quick demo of how I am using Cody, a coding assistant tool to generate BDD scenarios for a feature in my Flutter app. These scenarios will help me write effective widget tests covering all critical user flows and edge cases. This approach not only saves time but also ensures consistency, high quality test coverage. So before I generate these scenarios, let me show you the feature that I have built right now. So it's a very simple feature where I'm going to make a payment, and to make a payment I would like to know what is my current balance. So if I enter a specific amount here, this amount should be less than my balance, or it should not be less than zero, or should not be negative number. So if I enter 10,000, that means my balance is less than 10,000 and it won't allow me to make a payment. Similarly, if I enter 0, this is also an invalid amount which I cannot use to make a payment. So now I will try to use the Cody Assistant tool to generate BDD scenarios for this specific feature. So to make it quick, I have created a prompt where I will provide the context to the tool, like the block, since I'm using block state management, the state, the events, the screen, and also I have created the mocks, the setup for my test cases, and I will be providing that to the tool. Along with that, I'm using BDD widget test library, and uh, also I have told the tool to look into the predefined steps that will help me generate widget test case. Uh, so yeah, I think this is a prompt which anyone can use. Only thing is they have to provide their own specific context or the files here. So now if I hit enter, I'll be seeing the scenarios generated over here. And we will go through these scenarios one by one. So let me quickly copy it, paste it over here, and as you can see, uh, the scenarios are very accurate to the feature that I have built. So it can generate golden test case for me. So it has correctly picked up the setup process. It has correctly picked up the scenario which I wanted it to have. So the get balance scenario is nothing but, let me walk you through that. So get balance success scenario is nothing but a mock which is mocking the success scenario. Now let's go back to the feature file, and then these are the predefined steps that I have created. So the payment screen app is rendered. So if I go here, this is the predefined step, and it was smart enough to pick this step for my golden tests. And another interesting part is it knows that it has to verify the screenshot. So again, it has picked up the last step, which is a predefined step to match the golden files or to generate the golden files. So this is quite interesting. This is like saving me a lot of time to write these scenarios. And if you go through these scenarios, they make a lot of sense. So for example, given the payment screen app runs with configuration, this is the setup, DI setup, and then this is a success scenario. This is getting the balance success scenario. Like when you enter 50, you should be able to see the payment button enabled. So for example, let me just quickly show the demo here. So if I do 50, I should be able to see the payment button enabled. So if I try to enter -10, it will disable the button, and the scenario which it has generated is correct. So user cannot enter an invalid amount. Similarly, if you see user can successfully make a payment, this is a scenario, and if you see the configuration over here, given the payment screen runs with the configuration, this is again the DI setup and the scenarios. Specifically, it has picked up both the scenarios. One is to get the balance success scenario and making a payment success scenario, which is again accurate. And then when you enter 100 into the amount field, you tap on the pay button, then you should be able to see a success message. Of course, there are a few syntactical issues here, but this is much easier to solve, much easier to change compared to writing all these scenarios. And let me quickly just show you by running one of the tests, like the process of generating the widget test, and then I will also share this code with you guys on GitHub. So to make this test or to make this scenario run or to make this scenario generate a widget test, we will quickly make some changes. So I need golden toolkit import statement. I would need the scenarios and the mocks. It's basically importing the setup, scenarios, and the payment screen. Then let me quickly do this scenarios balance, import package payment demo, src payment presentation payment screen. Now, since I'm already running the build runner test generation, let me see what changes I have done here. Okay, so the import statement was wrong, so let me change that really quick, and then get balance is also scenarios spelling mistake, that's my bad. Yes, and then now the test has been generated successfully, and now I will try to since this is a golden test, I'll try to generate golden test for this. As you can see, the test has passed. I should be able to see all the golden. As you can see, the golden file has been generated or the screenshots has been generated. And if I do Flutter test, yeah. So that's a quick demo of how to use AI to generate scenarios, which will speed up writing widget test for your feature. Thank you for watching.